Hello friends, welcome back with one more sentence correction question. This is again one of the official guide questions. Level is 1, range is 600 and concept is subject verb agreement and modifier. So let us begin. It says the work of mathematician Roger Penrose in the early 1970s on the geometry of what are called aperiodic tiles turned out to describe the architecture of a previously unknown class of crystals. So whenever there is verb after comma, subject is always before first comma, right? But if there is phrase before first comma, subject is always before first preposition. Let me repeat people. When verb falls after comma, subject will be before previous comma. In case of any phrase, subject will be before first preposition. So your subject is work and correct sentence is the work turned out to describe the architecture of a previously unknown class of crystals. All right, so you know that ed is not considered the part of subject verb agreement, and that is why a is okay, b is okay. Why? Because subject is work and work describes. Fine. C incorrect. Why incorrect? Because it is describing and describing is incomplete verb, right? There must be is, am, are, was, were before ing, only then it will become main verb. So incomplete verb. Option D out. Why? Because it says describes. Work describe, no work describes. Subject verb agreement error, and that is why option D out. Option E incomplete. Why? Because it means now we are starting new clause. So we haven't completed the previous clause and started new one. What if we start clause from here? It means what? The work of mathematician Roger Penrose in the early 1970s and on the geometry of what are called aperiodic tiles will be modifier for it, and that is incorrect. Actually, on the geometry of what are called aperiodic tiles is modifier for that 1970s Penrose. All right. So usage of it and usage of new clause is incorrect, and that is why option E out. Left with A and B. Now B has problem. Why? Because it says what is called aperiodic tiles. Remember people, when any clause starts with adverb, whenever any clause starts with adverb, subject is always after verb. So called, on the geometry of what? Called. So this is the information on calling, and that is why subject will be aperiodic tiles. And if you remove the rule, try to guess what is the sense of it. What is called? What are called? I mean, what is called something? What are called some things? Did you get the difference? So here for R subject is tiles, and here for E subject is tiles. Tiles plural, and that is why it should be R, and that is why option B out. A becomes best option.